Hey, that was a good intro right there. Good job, Nickel. You know what I mean? Good job.
Take two.
Yeah. Take two.
Well, it's a Talk That Ish podcast.
Yeah.
Episode 101F in the building.
What'd you call it? 101F?
Yeah. 101F.
Okay.
Episode 101F.
Whatever you say.
Yeah.
Whatever you say.
Whatever you
man.
say.
Whatever you say.
Hey, don't do that.
What? Huh?
Don't do that.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Not on air.
Clap it up.
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah, do something.
Clap it up again. We back. We back.
Back, man.
We back, man.
For another one.
Be back for another show, man.
Mm-hmm. Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
I'm happy to be here.
As am I, and I hope everyone else who is listening is happy to be here with us.
All right, let's jump right into it.
Let's get into it.
Is you rolling?
Is you rolling?
Is you rolling?
Who up first? Humble.
I'm still looking, so yeah, y'all got it.
He's
Y'all
not
got it.
prepared,
Yeah.
so
I'm
I'll
not
go.
prepared. I'm not prepared.
So, is you rolling Los and B?
Okay.
And everybody out there that's listening,
Uh-huh.
Okay.
sex happens because a woman wants it. Relationships happen because a man wants it.
Bro, somebody just said that I was having a discussion. Who?
They ended it with remember that.
That's who it was.
Okay.
Anyway,
They're gonna call them out. All right.
no. I ain't gonna say their name on
Sex
here.
happens because a woman wants it.
Okay.
Relationship happens because a man wants it.
So when she said it, I was kind of confused. But then after she broke it down, I said that makes sense, and I'm rolling.
I'm not rolling.
Okay. Tell us more.
Okay. Sex happens.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's just I don't like the defense of like sex happens because a woman wants it.
Mm-hmm.
Like sex happens when men want it. Like it's not just about when the woman wants it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So sometimes the woman may not even really want it like that, but they want to give some sex to their spouse. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
And relationships, I feel like it takes two. You know what I'm saying? So it's not a lot of times men, in my opinion,
Mm-hmm.
men kind of go the relationship route because a woman kind of like that's like he knows the type of woman he's with
Uh-huh.
and whether or not that's required. So I think I don't know. So that's kind of different for me. That's my opinion. Because sometimes you can just be with a woman and a relationship is not really required.
Okay.
And so
But if a man, like, it may not be required. I don't know.
I'm gonna tell you why I'm rolling.
Okay. Because I think I'm rolling.
Because it was my girl's cousin. I just remembered.
Okay.
She had said it. We were having a conversation. So when she said it, like I said, I had to think about it. What she was saying was usually,
Mm-hmm.
and in a very general sense, a woman, and we've said it on here before, a woman decides if she wants to have sex with a man. Because the thing is, if she doesn't want to have sex with
ain't
you,
happening.
even if you want to have sex, unless you some kind of weirdo, then you can't have sex.
Facts.
Even if you want it, if she doesn't want it, sex is not gonna happen. Now, on the flip, the dude, what was it? A
relationship happens when a man wants it.
Okay, so on the flip, it's kind of the same thing. A woman can want a relationship, but if the dude does not want the relationship with her, he'll just say no, and the relationship will never happen.
And for that reason, that's kind of where my thought process was to say that
that's helping it out, though.
I'm rolling.
That's helping it out.
What
I
you
don't think it is. I think that's what it's saying.
I don't.
That's what it's
I don't
saying,
know.
though.
It's not so definitive like that.
It is.
It's not.
I would
No,
say when it
it's
comes to
not.
sex, it is.
It like because not
No, it doesn't.
when you say definitive, you're saying 100% of the time, probably not. But the majority
Mhm.
of the time that if sex happens, it's because the man can want it.
Mhm.
And if the woman don't, unless like B said, he's some person that needs to be locked up,
Right. Right.
sex ain't
gonna
happen.
I listen.
Now-
I get what you're saying,
Mhm.
but I'm not rolling with it because, like I said, it's not. They're not leaving any room for error with it.
Where's the room for error?
In that specific.
Because it's not 100% fact.
Okay.
It doesn't happen. So,
but I think they're speaking from a general sense, the majority sense.
Okay, well, they would have to reword it for me to be wrong.
To say majority of the time.
They would, yes.
I'm honestly trying to think of a time where you would have sex with a woman when she's telling you, no, I do not want to have sex.
Never.
No, I'm not saying that.
Well, that's what the thing is saying, though.
No, it's not. It's not.
Is it not saying that?
I'm talking about when a woman may have sex to please her husband.
Yeah, it's not saying that women don't have sex when they don't want to.
Yeah,
because even when a woman doesn't want to and she has sex, that still leaves it the woman's decision.
Okay, but so I'm not saying that. Oh, the woman is saying. I mean, it could be vice versa. The woman could say, "Hey, sex," and the guy could say no.
Nah, that doesn't happen hardly ever.
It happens.
It does happen.
It happens. That's why I
but
said
again,
majority.
this is in a very general sense.
In a general sense.
In a very general sense.
Sex happens because a woman wants sex. A dude is because guess what? Most of the time we always want it.
It's fair. It's fair.
I mean, I get.
We're barbarians.
I get
Neanderthals, cavemen,
or we are what God intended us to be.
Nasty,
whatever God intended.
Hey.
And so
I can't argue.
And so
we're hunters.
You know what I'm saying? And so
hunter gatherers.
Like,
I'm gonna do some gathering.
The wording of it is, I disagree with the wording.
Okay. Then relationships, I really feel happen when a man wants it.
Mm-hmm.
Because first of all, most likely if he's pursuing that.
Okay.
At the front of the end of things. Does a woman have to say yes and all of that?
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. But a woman has nothing to say yes to if the man don't want him.
Especially when it comes to being married.
Yes.
Would you disagree with that?
That marriage happens because a woman wants it.
I think marriage happens
because a man wants it.
I think marriage happens when, of course, marriage happens when the man asks the woman.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But like I said, there are a lot of things that the women play into that leads to them getting married also. So it's not just the man. Yeah, he may ask the question, but the woman has a part in it too.
Will a woman get married if a man does not
want to?
You said what?
If a man does not want to get married, will that woman get married to that man?
Yes, if he asks.
But I'll just say he doesn't want to get married though.
People who don't want to get married still ask people.
Well, that's them is like people who just
Los
are doing it for the sake of, you know what I mean?
For the
like,
loopholes
again, in a very general sense.
This guy, he is looking for all the loopholes that he can find.
What I'm saying, this is not a definitive thing.
No, we're not saying it's definitive.
Not saying.
We're saying in a very general sense.
You're looking for the loopholes.
No, I'm not.
In a very general sense.
And we're asking you to look from a general sense, and you're deciding I'm not going to look from a general sense.
What I have told y'all is that if the wording was different, I'll be rolling. I don't like the wording of it because the wording of it is so definitive, and I disagree with that. I'm saying there are some slight tweaks, in this that can be changed, and I will be rolling.
Okay, so let's just do away with the is you rolling. I am asking you, if a man does not want to get married,
if a man does not want to get
married, and a woman does, is that woman going to get married to that man? And he does not want to marry that woman. Will they get married?
Probably not.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Because the man is not going to ask her.
Yes.
That's it.
Like the majority of the
time.
So
a relationship happens because a man wants one.
Okay, and I'm saying, I feel what you're saying. I can be rolling with what you're saying. But when it comes down to the is you rolling, I disagree.
Okay.
Fair enough. That's it. Fair enough. That's it. Like, why y'all making this hard?
We're definitely not the ones making this hard.
Y'all are.
Because he basically
I told y'all the first time
he took the is you rolling out and asked you a direct question.
And I answered it.
That related directly to the is you rolling.
And I answered it.
This guy, bro. You got one? Go, Los. Your turn, bro.
Hey, first of all, you gonna tell me to go. Yeah,
go.
I know it's my turn.
It didn't get to it.
What I'm telling you,
we get it.
changed
We got it.
and I agree with what you said.
Yep, that's right. Cool. Your turn, bro.
Your
The
shoes
is you
nice,
rolling?
by the
I
way.
do not roll.
All
I'm
right,
not
cool.
rolling.
Thank you, sir. Cool.
Oh man, it's so funny.
Yeah.
Who's next? You
Look.
next?
Yeah, I'm next.
Yes, thank you.
you better talk to him. I was like, you better
Let's
talk
go,
to
bro.
him.
Oh my
Your turn.
gosh.
What?
It's your turn.
I know it's my turn, man.
Then get to it. Nigga. Hustle up.
Help him.
Oh, I'm sweating now.
This dude,
All
bro.
right, here we go. Is you rolling?
No.
Oh, that's fine. Cause I wasn't rolling on yours. You know what I'm saying? It's fine. You know what I'm saying? You don't gotta
Oh man.
be. I would accept your answer.
Oof.
I wouldn't try to force you to try to and move more stuff around for you to be rolling with.
No one's trying to move
You
things
know what I'm saying?
around.
No, you did. Anyway,
loophole.
is you rolling? A woman's degrees or how much money she makes is not the leading thing men look for.
I'm rolling.
Oh yeah, I'm rolling.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
yeah,
I'm rolling too.
that's not something that I would say most men concern themselves with. Because I think at the end of the day, a lot of that kind of it kind of rides hand in hand with their financial, I guess, what's going on with them financially is basically what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I would say most men aren't really concerned about that. Now,
Okay.
that is not to say a dude is just cool with having a bum.
And see, and I think sometimes like people go to that
Uh-huh.
alternative. Like
You just cool with a bum?
no, it's like, oh, I don't really care about the degree and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then people go to, oh, so you just want a dumb woman. You cool
Yeah.
Like,
It's
no, I'm not
saying
saying that.
Definitely
Like,
not saying that.
Like
Absolutely
no,
not.
I'm not saying. I'm just saying she doesn't have to have multiple degrees in making six figures. Like
Mhm.
I don't feel like that's something men are really looking for.
Some men
like
are.
that.
Yeah, some
Like,
do.
Yeah, some men are. But
Don't speak so definitively, man.
Okay, my bad. You said something. I just went with it. You know what I'm saying? I accepted what you said.
You had no choice
And I'm
but to
rolling with it.
because you would have contradicted
man.
yourself if you
No,
didn't.
I don't mind contradicting myself.
Hey, that's hilarious.
I don't care.
Oh man, hey,
don't
that's
mind
too
that.
funny.
I really
Oh,
don't.
man, that is hilarious.
And so so that's what I'm saying. I'm saying I feel like there's a lot of things that's kind of out there that men kind of like looking for or they are wanting that's not really what a lot of men are really wanting.
Mm-hmm.
As like for instance like this Coke bottle type of like figure. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Like you gotta have this Coke bottle figure. You gotta have big breasts. Gotta have this big old booty. You gotta
Mhm.
be super thin or something like you know what I'm saying? It's like I feel like just because some men, of course, they be on Instagram and looking at the Instagram models. And
Man,
stuff.
half the men is liking that stuff and commenting or whatever. Woman looks nowhere near close to that.
And that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. It's like so like
Pretty much.
like those things are not determining factors.
That's fantasy.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, a man may look at that stuff, but that's like it's crazy because they may look at that stuff, but that's not the qualities that they're seeking. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
like are you a good mother? Like, can you you feel like you could be a good mother?
Mhm.
Like, do you feel like you could be a piece in a household?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, do you have the capacity to forget? Like stuff like that. Like, I'm not saying that you can look like dog ugly or something or whatever, unattractive
Right.
to that guy.
Mm-hmm.
But what I'm saying is like there are a lot of qualities that men look for that I don't feel like they get enough credit for looking like they don't look for those things also.
Yeah, like men can appreciate. Like I'm rolling that ain't the top stuff that men are really looking for. I think like if they like ambition, then maybe so.
100%.
Like, and I think, maybe degrees, the amount of money she has and all that came from being ambitious. And that is attractive to me. Let me speak for me. That's attractive.
Ambition is attractive.
It is attractive because most men are naturally ambitious. We're raised and created to go after things. So sometimes it's nothing like having an ambitious woman that can push you to go after the stuff that you want to go after too.
100.
So I think that like degrees and stuff, that's cool.
It is good.
Like that's cool. And if she got some bread, that's cool too.
Cherry on the top.
But I don't think no one necessarily making a decision based off that solely. Like that ain't the top of the charts.
I don't. And I would go as far as like this. I don't know how you feel about this, but like,
oh Lord,
like the cooking and stuff like that. Like, man, dudes out here cooking, man. Like dudes out here cooking now. Like that's not. I feel like this is not. It's not the same as it was 20 years ago, or like what I'm saying, to where you didn't see a lot of men cooking like that.
Like cooking is high on my list. Like not ultra high, but it's up there. Because I truly appreciate it.
Sure.
Right. And it's a strong quality that I like for.
Might be one of the ways you receive love.
My woman for my woman to come with that, right? To be able to, but it's not necessarily what made me go for her. Because initially in going after her and seeing her, getting to know her, I had no idea she could cook.
They used to say, way to a man's heart is through his stomach.
Right. But like when you're having this conversation, they saying she can cook and all that. But you don't, like when a man is getting to know a woman for the most part, he hasn't experienced all of that.
Yeah.
To really settle down. Like, like she take care of her, she do her thing in the kitchen, cook, I'm good.
Yeah.
But it's not what makes me stay. So I don't think a degree, because sometimes when you say a degree, money, all that, you're saying like that's what I go after, that's what's gonna keep me out. It ain't.
Definitely not.
So
I just so that's
I'm not rolling.
All right. Here we go.
Right.
And this is a very definitive statement.
Right.
Always check a girl's social media before going out with her. Always check a girl's social media before going out with her.
I'm not rolling.
And a woman said this also, by the way, if that means anything to anyone. Not rolling?
I'm rolling.
Okay. I'd like to hear why you're rolling, why you're not rolling.
I mean, I'm not just. I mean, I don't know. Like it's not something that I probably would care about, because I'm talking with like the person. I can get a sense of what type of person she is.
Okay.
And so now she can totally throw me for a loop.
Sure.
But I feel like I'm a good judge of character to know, okay, this type of person is not going to have something crazy on their social media.
So let's further the discussion. You talking to this girl. She nice. She all the things you like, right?
Yeah.
You go to her IG.
Yeah.
She barely clothed on most of her pictures. And by that I mean like.
And I feel like I could get that sense from talking to her. And plus, like the pictures that she sent me, like I can know if you out here or not. Like if
maybe
that's that's the sense I get. Like I pretty much know everybody I talk to what their social media will look like. And so I don't know.
Okay, all right.
That's yeah. Well, Rece. Listen, bro. Hey, man, stop the tape, bro. Stop the tape, bro. Hey, bro ain't about to mug me. Like, hey, stop the tape, bro. Hey.
Man, listen. I'm rolling. I'm rolling.
Tell us more.
And the reason why is because even if she presents herself to me a different way, I'm not overly concerned about what else she does, but I am concerned.
It's fair.
Because how you present yourself to me, yes, that matters. But the sectors and the movements that I have to make out here, how you present yourself to the rest of the world matters as well. So where I got to move at and where I need my lady to be able to move with me at, how she presents herself plays a part in this. And so, yeah, I'm gonna go check. Like, I don't like for me, because you might cuss with me on the phone or something. Like you might. I don't want every status being full of cuss words.
It's fair.
I know how she is. I know she gonna cuss on that social media.
Not necessarily.
You can assume.
I'm not necessarily.
I'm not saying that. No. Just because, like, man, there's a lot of factors that goes in to a person to know what type of person they are.
That is true.
And so what I'm saying is,
I'm going to make sure that it lines up.
I mean, and I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that at all. But so like if I'm messing with someone and I go to their social media and they got breasts all hanging out of clothes and stuff, and they half naked on stuff. And hey, that will throw me for a loop. Like they'll be like, "Hey, I ain't never think you would be out here like that."
Would you still talk to her?
I don't know. I mean, we will definitely have to have a conversation about it, because I will literally be confused. Like, you present yourself this way and you're doing this.
And my thing is, like,
I would say quick, I will let them know how I feel about it.
Maybe she's really a good person. She just like to put on some provocative stuff.
And that's cool. I'm saying I'm cool with that. Like I'm cool with that, but just not for me.
Fair enough.
And I'm not. And again, I'm not totally. For me, it's going to be the why.
Kick it.
That's for me. Like, hey, you might be a swimsuit model, you might be a lingerie model,
sure,
any of that. Like, so I'm gonna get to know the why before I just jump to like a conclusion. Like, hey, your social media, because definitely if I'm attracted to it, I'm gonna talk to about the why. Like, what you own, because
and that's what I'm saying too. Like, I'm gonna talk to you about it.
But you're saying you don't even go look because you assume that you're going to be able to figure all that out without looking. Is what you're saying.
Yeah, I mean, I want to know if she's a model. I want to know if she's a lingerie model or whatever, just by having a conversation with her.
I'm just saying I'm going to go look, and I'm not looking to make a definitive decision, or anything like that. But how somebody presents themselves, because I do know some people that who they are on social media is not really who they are in real life. And
that's a lot of people.
And I've seen that's a lot of people.
Yeah.
And I've seen them where like all their jokes is off the wall, crazy things off the wall, crazy stuff. But then you talk to them, you like, this ain't who you are at all. And this is just their social media personality. But then in a sense, it's still a decision to be made. Because I don't want you to get with me and feel like you have to change who you are on social media. Should some things probably change? I think everybody's social media changes a little bit once they get into a relationship, unless you're just not a social like B is not a social media person, so his looks about the same.
For years at a time.
Yeah, for years at a time. So for me, like even mine, I post less pictures of myself when I'm in a relationship than versus when I'm not, just because I don't want the attention.
Fair.
I don't want the likes, the hearts, the DM. Like, I'm not trying to draw attention to me personally a lot. I'll post some here and there, but it's not going to be to the norm where if I'm single and I'm open to mingle, you're going to get a lot because I'm open to the attention. Right? So I think, I don't know, I'm going to look because I got to make sure, even if I assume you ain't, let me go see. And I think most people, definitely if you meet them on social media.
But I mean, if you meet them on social media, I mean, that's.
But even then,
you go.
If I interview somebody for a position at my job, I am going to social media.
Well, you ain't getting to know them like that. But like that's just like.
But you depending on the position where you are with my company, you represent my company.
I understand all that. I'm saying yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm like yeah. So I'm just
So that's one thing.
But even then, if I'm like for me, I don't know if you're looking at it deeper into conversation. I'm saying if I meet somebody, let's say I go to the grocery store, I meet this person, I get their number. We haven't had a conversation for real yet to go to know them. I'm probably going to go look for their social media page.
I mean, yeah, but I'm not going out with them though. I just met them.
But so what standard? Where you're making the comment from? Is this somebody you're talking to? Or is this somebody like you just got their info?
I'm going off of what this say.
What it say?
It says always check a girl's social media
Mm-hmm.
before going out with her.
So are you rolling now, Los? Because it's saying not while you're getting to know them and you can get to know their character before your meet and greet. Are you checking their social media before you go out with them?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Okay.
But I wouldn't be like, but that's not a definite. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So like I might, but it's not a must for me.
What are you doing, B? You ain't got your ass here.
Oh, I'm looking at the social media.
Oh.
Yeah. But not necessarily to like scour to see what you want. But, you know, I think it can give you a piece of the kind of lifestyle they live.
Yeah, like I ain't sitting there
a
for
very
hours.
small piece. Yeah.
Digging through,
I just might,
trying to see what you've
look
been
at a
talking
few
to for the
tweets
last year or something like that. But, you know,
Nothing crazy.
I'm definitely looking through pictures.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to look through pictures. 100%.
Yeah.
I'm absolutely going to look through some pictures.
And like, and that's what I'm saying. Like, it's cool.
I'm looking at the pictures that's posted by others.
Fair enough, too.
It's cool to do that, man.
That's my first stop.
That's all good.
That's
People.
Because you're going to post the best thing about you. Let me see.
Yeah, with your friends,
other people attack you with some raggedy stuff. Let me.
It's fake.
Straight up. Pictures posted by others. Let me see. Let me see when somebody caught you off guard.
I'm just not about to go searching.
I mean, I feel you.
Do that. But like I said,
I feel like a woman is definitely going.
Of course. Yeah. Listen, she gonna look at your social media, your friend's social media, your family social media.
She gonna be like,
your LinkedIn.
Oh, selfie. All right, cool.
She looking at everything.
150 likes. How many of these are actually hearts?
Yeah.
All right, 75 hearts. How many like? Let me see what these women look like. That
your stuff is getting scoured.
Scoured. Her friends
with a
are scouring.
fine-tooth comb. Oh, 100%.
Her friends are even scouring.
Absolutely, they are.
Yeah,
women, correct us if we're wrong.
My stuff is gonna be bland. They're gonna be like, oh, you don't do nothing.
Oh, exactly. That's how mine gonna look. Pictures from 3 years ago.
Oh, he hiding something.
Yeah, that's.
He hiding something.
Yeah, no.
He hiding something.
It's like, no, I really just don't do social media. Like, sorry, not sorry. What do you want me to do?
You're hiding. In every woman's eyes to go look for your face.
Oh, 100%. Like, man, he ain't posted how long?
Nope, he hiding.
What he hiding something for? Or what is he hiding? Like, nothing. I just don't do social media like that.
Yeah, I mean, social media, I mean, especially when you're in a relationship, you know, you really have to watch how active you are on social media anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And so, you know, you get to engaging and talking and liking, and you all having all open book conversations with people.
No, real talk.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, better relax.
I'm saying a screenshot can change your life. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, facts.
A screenshot can change your life.
Man.
Listen, man. And listen, if you are under the sound of my voice, I want you to understand a screenshot can change your life.
100.
Be careful what you saying on these pages.
Man,
where you texting people, all this stuff.
Yeah.
Because a screenshot can change your life.
This cancel culture, it can cancel your relationship and your job.
Listen,
everything.
Man, you gotta be careful what you say out there, what you put out there.
Listen,
man.
real.
Because some
got an operating person.
Listen,
better be careful.
And even then,
be careful
cameras.
out there.
Just walk. Hey, I'm just walk the straight and narrow.
Hey man, I'm gonna tell you. You cheaper to keep her, boy.
That's hilarious.
Facts.
In some cases, but mostly yes. But anyway, all facts.
What'd you say? All facts? Is it cheaper to keep her?
Oh, true story. Anyway, stop.
Oh, buddy has stories.
Stories.
Myself.
Stories.
Multiple. Would you like to hear them?
Not right now. Maybe
I'll join in.
I'm broke, nigga.
I will join in on this conversation. My story.
It's a whole different podcast.
Whole different podcast.
That's a whole different podcast.
Oh, now I'm depressed.
And we don't come out the victor. And we don't come out the victor.
Nobody sitting here comes out the victor.
Nowhere comes out the victor. And so, I mean, that kind of sums the story up. I mean, the end.
The end.
That's the cliff notes right there.
You got it.
Know the
The
story.
end.
Right. First to last page.
They
That quick.
did not win. The end.
That is so funny, man.
You ain't even got to know the journey. Just know how it ended.
Funny but true. Water.
All love.
Man.
All right.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah. So today
Mm-hmm.
we're going to talk about something.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm not gonna say that. All right. I'm not gonna say it. Thank you, Lord. Thank you. You are a keeper.
That's funny.
You are a keeper. Because I was about to say something. You are a keeper, Lord. All right. So, we want to jump in today and talk about ways that make men feel desired.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think talking to, we all know, of course, we all are three men here. We got other homies, and we have conversation with other men. And a lot will share, not all, but a lot will share that oftentimes within their relationships, their marriages, and those things that they don't feel desired.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Not necessarily they don't feel needed.
Yeah.
They may feel needed, but it's a difference between somebody making you feel needed
Uh-huh.
and making you feel desired.
Okay.
Would y'all agree with that?
Sure.
Yeah.
100%.
Definitely.
So
There's a difference.
when we talking not just sexually desired, because I think that's the first thing that people think about, how to make a man feel physically and sexually desired.
Right.
Yeah.
But men,
What about
we-
desire this to be around?
we just want the desire to be around.
Yeah. like-
Mhm.
Desire. So emotionally, we want you to. We want to feel desired. Mentally, we want to feel desired.
Yeah.
Spiritually, want some desire there. If you're a spiritual person, right? And physically, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Because I think oftentimes it's looked at like if you are pleasing a man physically, you don't have to do anything else for real.
Mhm.
Yeah.
How y'all feel about that?
I feel like that's an absolutely lie. Because, I'm gonna tell you, honestly, man, it may depend on the man, but I feel like the majority of men, like they will require more. If it's a honest like relationship, like a lasting relationship, giving a man just sex is really like a bare minimum thing.
Mhm.
It's just like you're not, you know what I'm saying? Like that's a bare minimum thing that you're giving. Of course, it's a great thing now.
I'm not. I'm about to say I'm not going to go as far as call it bare minimum.
I'm saying yes. If you're just giving sex, yeah, you're giving a bare minimum.
Depending
Like,
on how
that's
good that
that's
sex is, I'm
It
still not going to
doesn't
call
matter,
it. It
bro.
does.
There are so many other things that a man would want that a man needs.
Bare minimum.
Yeah, I mean, there are other things that a man needs and wants, but bare minimum,
Yeah.
no.
That means you're just doing one thing. You're doing one thing.
But if they're doing that one thing greatly,
It's not sustainable.
It doesn't make up for anything
Yeah,
else.
it's not
I'm
sustainable.
not saying it makes up for anything or everything else. I said that for some men, myself included,
Mm-hmm.
that is a big place to be desired at, and it's more than if that's the only thing
But
you do.
but you require more than that.
I require more than that. Yes, I'm not saying I don't. I just don't count that as bare minimum. All I'm saying. You said bare minimum. I said I disagree with saying that it's bare minimum.
All right, you can disagree. It's okay.
I can, and I did.
Okay, I know. I just told you.
All right, thank you.
What do you? I'm just curious now. What is the bare minimum for you?
No, for bare, I think just to me, when I hear bare minimum, it's like you're barely doing anything. So
Maybe it's the way you're looking
You
at
are
it.
barely doing anything. You're doing one thing.
I'm saying you're barely sexing. You barely.
No. I think you're looking at it
no.
differently.
Yeah.
Well, I believe what Los is saying is like the bare minimum is like sex, especially in the context of marriage. It's kind of one of those things like this is
That's all
part
you
of the
got.
marriage.
Yeah,
Right.
like,
You
that's
know
all
what I'm saying?
got.
But
Like
I'm
sex
saying-
is like a part, and it's a major part, but it's
Yeah.
the bare minimum
Yeah.
of being the part. Kind of like you as a provider, as a man.
Right.
The bare minimum is taking care of your kids.
Yeah.
Over that is being there for them emotionally and all the stuff that comes along with that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
The
I
bare
feel that.
minimum is taking care of them financially. Bare minimum.
Okay.
Anything extra is
Even
like
if
going
you
above
do
and
it,
beyond.
like it doesn't matter like the
What-
rate that you're doing it at, like if you're doing it well, whatever.
And I
Yeah.
get, and
It's
I get
still-
that,
it's still
and
a
I am
bare
still
minimum.
saying
Uh-huh.
that some men,
Mhm.
I've heard it from some men.
Okay.
Now, majority, I haven't heard this from, but have heard some men is like, only thing I require her to do is sex me good. If
That's what I said. I said some people may want that, but I said I look at that as the bare minimum.
you said
but
most
some-
men
but
would
so-
look at that as bare minimum. That's what you said.
I said most. That's what I feel.
Okay,
Mhm.
all right, cool. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's what I feel. I mean, I don't know.
Cool.
I mean, if I don't know, the bare, like you're offering one thing,
Okay.
even if it's at a high level and you doing like backflips off the dresser.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like you still that.
I was just thinking.
You know what I'm saying? Like backflips off the dresser.
Cool.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm in a rush to
Let
get
me get them
home.
back flips.
Hey, yeah. I mean, you're rushing to get back home for that, which is great.
man.
And I'm not down in sex. I think sex is
Nah, I
amazing.
get what you're saying. I'm just playing
And
devil's advocate.
I'm just saying, like, you do all that, and then you got a bad day, and she come ready to jump out the dresser. You like, nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like my boss been on me all day. Like I mean,
That is a great way to help your bad day.
I listen. I'm saying yes. I'm
Yeah.
saying yes.
Okay.
But I'm saying there are levels.
Like
to
if she give you,
things.
you said like if she give you sex, but then don't want to hear you talk about your bad day.
Yeah.
She's give you the bare minimum. She gonna have sex. She gonna probably
She gonna
take
say
a
it.
nap and then go off and get on her phone and watch TV or something.
me give you some so you can feel better
about your day and then
move on.
Pretty
Yeah,
much.
that's what I'm saying. I'm saying if all you have to offer is sex, then I'm saying to me that's a bare minimum thing, and
I agree.
I feel like you should. I feel like you should want to be more.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's fair.
You know what I'm saying? Like you should want to be more to somebody.
Right.
And you know what I'm saying? It's like I feel like it's like I feel like a person should want to be what is needed from them, from that person they're with.
Say it again.
So for instance, I feel like a person should want to be what that person is needing from them.
Oh, okay.
So for instance, if a person, so if my spouse is needing someone to talk to, then I should desire to want to listen to her.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But if that's not something that I'm going after, if that's not something that is in the forefront of my mind, that I'm saying I know she needs a listener, but I don't want to be a listener. Then
Okay.
I'm not being what she needs, and so I can't be mad if she gets upset by that unmet need, and I'm not trying in any effort to meet it.
Okay. So let me ask you this. What is one, because I know we all have several desires.
Yes.
So for you and B, what is one thing not physical?
Okay.
We've settled on that's kind of like the bare minimum.
Yeah.
Like you want to be desired physically. You
Mhm.
want good sex. Every man does. Great sex.
He went from good to great.
Yeah, great. I feel like if you're gonna be married and be in a relationship, the two people should work together to get to greatness
Mm-hmm.
together. Cause she wants the great sex too,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
Fair.
And it's a lot of other things, and we can, before I ask a question, that goes on outside of the bedroom or
Mhm.
outside of sex that it probably takes to make the sex great.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Because only so long it's gonna be just great based off physicality.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to take some other stuff to sustain it at a high level
Mm-hmm.
than just performance. So
Yes.
that's that. So what would y'all say is one thing outside of that you really desire? And then part two of that is how could a woman, your woman, if you want to speak directly, I don't know, that's up to y'all. How can someone like make you feel like you're getting what you desire? How does someone make you feel desire in the area that you want to be desired in?
Humble.
I'm really trying to think, honestly.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would like if you was asked that first question one more time.
What is something that you desire from your significant other? Like what is something that will make you feel desired, let's say emotionally? What helps you know that she desires to be, that person?
Just I would say inquiries.
Okay.
Inquiries about my thinking, about my day, about my mental state, about how I'm feeling about stuff. It's just like those type of things. It makes me feel like you actually care about these things, and I feel like you're learning about me. You know what I'm saying? So you're learning about, hey, if I tell you about let's say if I tell you about my day,
Mm-hmm.
and if I'm like really going on about my day, right now, and I don't know if this is asking a lot, but this is my thinking. So you ask me about my day, I tell you about my day, everything that happened, right? Now the person that's hearing this, it has input that is taken in that knowledge, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now they know how to talk to me deeper about my day the next time we talk. So they may know key players now. Oh, Judy that works behind the desk that always got an attitude, or my boss John that that's overly friendly. You know what I'm saying? Like things like that they get to know by inquiring and listening.
So I can try to bring it like to where I make sure we all on the same page. So you're saying for you, one way to make you feel desired is to have somebody actively listen to what's going on in your life.
Like actively listening, and there is we're not just talking, like we're actually having a conversation.
So actively listening and responding.
Yeah, actually listening and in responding. Like, I'm not trying to just spear out my whole day, and then you say, "Wow, that's crazy." Like, boy, what you want to eat? You know,
start talking about your own day.
They talk about
you know what I'm saying? Like,
that's funny.
And just real quick, that's something I have to be mindful of when I'm talking to my spouse. When they're talking about something, sometimes I can be kind of quick to talk about something similar.
Mm-hmm.
I'm guilty of that.
You know what I'm saying?
Very guilty.
It's like, yeah, man, it's just like that. My job, I gotta do this. We do the same thing, and I'm talking about me. I have to tell myself, bro, shut up,
bro.
I have to tell myself.
And here's what I learned from that is that what I'm honestly trying to do is be relatable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I think it comes across as I'm making it about me.
Yeah.
It's like you are inadvertently still in the conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Or
I'm guilty of that a lot.
Still, huh?
I say I'm guilty of that a lot.
So and I don't know, still is the right word, but you're shifting it.
Mm-hmm.
So now it was about what they were going through. Now you're talking about what you're going through, and now they have to wait for you to get through with that to get back to them.
And it's so hard. I don't know why that's hard.
I mean, I think it's natural to want to be relatable.
Yeah,
it's a natural thing.
Yeah,
I think it's just times where it's not needed.
Yeah,
or even at that time. You know what I'm saying? So like at that time, it's not needed to be relatable.
Definitely, because they're telling you about how
how
long their day is and all that, and then they tell you about something that's going on. You're like, well, yeah, shoot, me too. I had something like this going to work now.
Yeah,
it's not about them anymore and really letting them get it out. Now that
I mean, I don't even think sometimes it's bad to interject. Like, man, yeah, like at work, something similar, and then just kind of let them continue going. It's like I said, I don't think it's bad to want to be relatable. It is a very natural thing.
At least when I catch myself now when I do it, and then I'll end it with a question back about.
Right. Yeah.
Exactly. Try to put it back there.
That's a very good way. That's
ping pong it back.
Yeah. That's a very good way.
100%.
Sometimes when I catch and I tell myself, "Hey, you doing it again?" Like I'm saying in my head, "Oh, you doing it again?" And then I just halt it and then just ask a question.
Yeah.
You know. So my bad, I didn't mean to derail it, but
I like that.
That's just something I do.
Because I think like when you talk about how that makes you as a man feel desire for somebody to really listen, I think being able to say, "Hey, this is what I struggle with," kind of shows, in a sense, what it feels like not to somebody listening to you.
Yeah,
you know. So I think that helps.
Definitely. Yeah.
So B, what do you think is something like that you would say like this is what makes me feel desire in any place?
I would say for me, it's like outward expression that I'm appreciated.
So it's outward.
Yeah, and that could be verbally.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I believe one time my girl just like bought me like some gummy somethings or something, like my favorite gummy worms. You know what I mean? Just to say, like, hey, look, I just wanted to get you something. I was out. I thought about you. It could be something as simple as that. You know what I'm saying? Again, like I said, just letting me know that I'm appreciated, being a good boyfriend. You know what I'm saying? That my efforts just in life in general, being, the person in her life is appreciated. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I mean when I say like outward expression.
Okay.
Yeah, it ain't necessarily got to be like physically, you know what I'm saying, like all over me. But, especially verbally. I think verbally is real big for me. You know what I'm saying? Just letting me know that I am appreciated in so many words.
I like it.
A thank you sometimes is even enough.
And how does that make you feel desired?
Well, it lets me know that like my presence is wanted. You know what I'm saying? And not just for financial reasons. You know what I'm saying? It's me being wanted for who I am.
All right. Yeah.
Not for what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? I think that's a lot of times for men. It feels like that a lot of times. You know what I'm saying? That we're only appreciated for what we do and not for who we are. You know what I'm saying? Now, it's good to be appreciated for what we do. Definitely. That's great. But at the same time, it's just like, well, what if I stop doing? And not because I just am an asshole, but I stop doing, let's say financially, because I get laid off.
Right.
Then what? Is my presence still going to be appreciated?
Still valuable.
Yeah. Am I still valuable to your life outside of me being the breadwinner? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So just that kind of stuff. Like I said, really mostly for the most part for me, like a verbal expression. Like I said, it can be as simple as a thank you. Like a thank you goes a really long way with me.
I like that.
Super long way.
I like that.
Yeah. I feel like those things that like you feel desire, and so in that feeling, like somebody's outwardly showing you that you feel desire. That makes me want to do something with them. You know what I'm saying? And it's not that they have to do something for me than for them to get something. You know what I'm saying? In return.
Right. Yeah.
But it's just like there's just a natural thing about it. Like when you are taken care of, you feel so good, and it's so easy to take care of somebody else.
Reciprocation.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, but on the other end of it, it's like when you're not being taken care of, sometimes it's hard to take care of somebody else.
Right.
Yeah.
In those areas.
For true.
And the thing about it, like, I think we have to understand in relationships to paint the reality sometimes of it. There's going to be times where you're going to have to take care of that person in a season that they're not taking care of you.
100%. Absolutely.
Like life, bro.
And it's going to be a season where that person's going to be taking care of you in a season where you're not taking care of them. Like, it's not going to always be 50-50 or 100-100, whatever people say it's going to be. It's just not. Because sometimes that woman's life is gonna be draining her everywhere else, and she's gonna be leaning on you to help sustain her where life is draining her.
Yeah.
And she don't have it to really pour back at that moment, right?
Right.
And and vice versa. It's gonna be sometimes that man is carrying a lot of weight, and you're gonna feel like, man, I'm doing this, and he ain't giving me nothing back. He maybe have a lot on his plate.
That's why 50-50 is trash.
And it don't mean he don't want to do it.
Yeah.
It's just hard for somebody to give what they don't have at that moment.
Yeah.
And I think the hard part of that, because that's easy to say, I think the hard part of that is that when you're in a relationship, it's so easy to take everything personal. And I am speaking from my self experience.
100%.
Like I take like everything. Like somebody else can say something to me, do something outside of that.
Yeah.
Like and that's, to me, that's any relationship that I'm intertwined in. Friendship. Y'all can say something to me that somebody else out there could say something to me wouldn't bother me.
Yeah.
But if y'all said it because of our relationship, it's gonna bother me.
Right.
And then when you talking about a significant other, that person that's closer to you probably more than anybody.
Yeah.
It's like I can take somebody else ignoring me. Can't handle it when you do it.
Right. Nah, real talk.
It feels a totally different way. Somebody else ignoring me, I'm like, all right, cool, go on then.
Right.
You ignoring me, my day messed up.
Yeah. That's facts.
Like, so because we take everything personal, and sometimes it ain't.
Yeah.
Like real talk. Sometimes it's really not personal.
I'll use a personal example. Like the other day, the girl had a rough morning. She had a rough morning. She was having a rough day at work. You know, I was having a rough day at work too. So I reached out and said something to her. You know, not nothing bad. I just being one. I just said I love you in the text, right? And no response. Like I sent it probably like 11 noon, somewhere around there. No response whole day. And I'm like, man, what I do?
So you don't love me?
Yeah, like I ain't the one. Like I didn't mess your morning up. Like I'm taking it personal. And now I'm trying to go through the Rolodex in my mind. Of what I could have possibly did and said to upset you.
Right. Yeah.
Get go to her house after work and all that. I'm doing stuff. She come home and all that. Like she's like, yeah, I just had such a rough day. I was so mad about the stuff that kind of went down this morning. All that, got to work, computer started working. I didn't even take my phone out of my purse my whole day. I just didn't want to talk to nobody. So she didn't even see it.
Yeah.
But here I am all day taking something personal.
Yeah.
Why? Because guess what? And it's what I learned about myself. And sometimes you got to be honest with yourself. I am needy.
You say needy?
Yeah.
Okay, got you.
I am.
Yeah.
Hearing from my significant other throughout the day, once or twice, is a need of mine.
Okay.
How do you feel about expressing a need? Like, are you comfortable with it? Is it kind of scary for you?
It's scary for me.
Okay, why is it scary for you?
Because I don't feel like I should need anyone. Even though I know I do.
Yeah.
Like, let me be honest. Like, I know, like, everybody needs somebody. Can't make it through this life alone. I know this. I don't like feeling like I don't like feeling like hearing from you is gonna make my day better. I feel like I'm giving you too much power over me. So, like, the fact that not hearing back from her made me feel a certain way about me. Yes. Like, why do I care?
Yeah,
that she ain't said something back. Not even thinking about her. Like, what did I do? Like, but then it's like, okay, man, well, skip it then. You ain't gonna say nothing back. You know, like trying to build up that protective mechanism. Instead of, being vulnerable. And say, hey, you know what? You left your phone in your purse. I get it. You had a hard day. You know, and I get that. But you
be so on edge though.
Yeah.
Like you be so on edge, and then you're mad. You know, the whole day you was like, dog, like looking at the phone, she still ain't texting back.
Yeah.
Like now she got an attitude and
right.
Blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? She don't care about my day. And then she done left the phone in her purse all day and ain't checked it, and it's just like now you kind of like Oh shoot.
Definitely when I sent the text out because I knew she had a bad day.
Mm.
So I was trying to say, like, let me say something to her.
Yeah.
You know, and then get no response. You
Take her
like
spirits up a little
yeah.
bit.
So then you like, so I wish I had the vulnerability at that moment just to be like, hey, you know what? I definitely understand you had a bad day, and I get it. And you didn't check your phone. Cool.
Yeah.
You know, hey, you know, and maybe not in that moment.
Yeah.
It's not to say it, but express it another time to say, hey, you know what? I really, it bothers me when I don't hear from you throughout the day.
Mm-hmm.
That's something that I need I like to know that I'm on your mind.
Yeah.
And so you have that. Do you feel like that's putting pressure on her?
I don't know. Like, I feel like it could, because if that's not necessarily her thing,
Yeah.
you know, because I don't feel like if she doesn't send me something during the day or doesn't say anything to me during the day, that means she cares any less about me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't feel that way, and I know that's not true.
Okay.
But it's still something that I desire.
Yeah. Let's say if it did put pressure on her, is that a bad thing?
I don't say like
I would say I don't think it's a bad thing if she's able to handle the pressure.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like not necessarily make it a bad thing,
Mm-hmm.
but if that's something that she feels really pressured by and she feel like she can't live up to, then that can cause some anxiety.
Mm-hmm.
That can cause some overwhelmness, and that can just be a lot to a person. You know what I'm saying? But I also think that sometimes things are a lot, and sometimes we have to do things and adjust to things that may be overwhelming to us and bring us anxiety.
Because the thing
that's not
is,
an end. Like that doesn't determine it.
right.
Yeah.
Just because something gives you anxiety, just because something may be overwhelming, that's not the okay for it not to happen.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Because I don't want to like ever put somebody in a place that they feel like, oh, if I don't text him during the day, he gonna have an attitude, or he ain't gonna feel like I love him.
Yeah.
I would say that's when the pressure comes in.
Yeah, I don't want
when you make your person feel bad or whatever if they didn't perform in a way.
Yeah, so I don't want it to be like, hey, let me text him so he don't think that I ain't thinking of him or anything like that, or like if the day got crazy busy and didn't get a chance to, now they worried on the way home, like I wonder how he gonna react, being that I didn't hit him. Like, I don't want that.
Well, I think the way you put it is the way to make it feel like it's not pressure.
Yeah.
Which is, hey, I like to hear from you at least once throughout the day.
Yeah. Like, hey, and I think
there's no pressure in that.
I think it's the thing, like,
you know what I'm saying?
If you have the time.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I understand your day gets busy and you got a lot going on through your day, and there's more to your day than just me.
Yeah.
Because we would love for it just to be me. Like, I would.
Yeah.
But I'm just being honest. I'm needy. I'm realizing that.
Yeah.
Like, so I understand that there's more to your day than just me. But if you have time, a quick second, whatever, I would love to hear from you at least once throughout the day, just to know that I'm on your mind. Because guess what? You're on mine. And guess what? You're not going to always have to be the one that says something first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if you cross my mind, I should say something too.
Sure.
And I can
and I think that takes the pressure off too. Not just sitting around wanting her to be the one to reach out, or wanting or vice versa, her wanting me to always be the first one to do it, to reciprocate these things.
Yeah. You're putting it out there, and like I said, I'm not telling you to text me. I'm saying how your texts make me feel.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so that's why.
I like the way you worded that.
You know what I'm saying? So you can take that or leave it. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like that's a way that we can like be more impactful on things if we tell a person how things make us feel and what we're receiving from that.
Because it's been a time where like my day was going bad. And not unless I won't say bad, just a tough day, a long day, rough day. It is a simple, hey baby, how's the day going? Where I could be like, man, it's been a long day. Hey, you know what? You gonna get through it, or hey, I've had a long day too. Can't wait to get off. Can't wait to see you. And guess what? That made the rest of the day that much better.
Right.
Simply just hearing from the person you care about, knowing that, like, you know what, there's something to look forward to after this long day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And you got something to look forward to anyway, because they there.
Right.
But just hearing it.
100%. Yeah.
And I think, and so I think it's important, and I think that's a way to not put the pressure on. Like, I'm not putting any pressure on you, because I'm not saying anything you have to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying anything you have to do. But I think we have to be careful not to use that as a weapon about how we feel.
Mm-hmm.
Because that can easily be done.
100%.
Like somebody can say, hey, I don't know, whatever. I can't even think of an example for as a weapon, but it can be used that way.
No, I see exactly what you're saying. It's using your emotions as a weapon against me.
Right.
Yeah, so
weaponizing your emotions to get something.
Like,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, and it's like, that's like your feelings, like I said, you want to make sure your feelings are pure,
mm-hmm.
and what you're saying is pure. Like, there's no ulterior motives. Right. You know what I'm saying? There's no ulterior motives. If I say to my woman, you know what, when you text me throughout the day, or good morning, or leave me a note, that really is like an ignition to my day. That makes my day go so much better, because that's on my mind, and now I have a happy and a joyful thought on my mind throughout my goings through work. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So that changed how I go about my day at work.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm saying that's how that makes me feel. And that little thing is so impactful to me. You can do that, or you can not do that. I'm saying I love when you do that, and this is how it makes me feel.
Right.
Can I go through my day without feeling that, or without you saying something or whatever, like leaving a note? Yes, I can.
And I'm not gonna be upset with you if it doesn't happen.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm just.
Sound like a woodpecker.
Woodpecker outside or something.
Yeah.
I sound like a grizzly to me, bro. I'm like, bro, I'm just waiting to see some feet moving about this bug, bro. Hey, man, I'm doing that funny stuff.
Hey, he said, well, that's it for this episode.
That's all, folks. See what I'm saying?
That's hilarious.
But yeah, real talk, man. So I think so going back to being, making your guy feel desired. And I think there are a lot of, like I said, there are just things that may seem basic, but they are things that can be so impactful to your man.
Mm-hmm.
And things that in turn what makes them, make them feel wanted. Because, newsflash, men like to be desired. Men like to be wanted. And a man wants to feel like you want them in your space.
Like I heard somebody say, they always use like, everybody wants to be wanted, needs to be needed, and loves to be loved. And I think that's true.
Mm-hmm.
If we kind of talked about, and I think we spoke a lot from the emotional state.
Yeah.
Is it a difference between someone making you feel desired emotionally versus someone making you feel desired mentally, or do they go hand in hand? For me, because I know that's a loaded question.
Okay, go for it.
I think for me, making me feel desired mentally is coming to me with things like, if you know that I'm strong in that area, and
I see what you're saying.
And when you trust me in that area to come to me and say, "Hey, babe, what do you think about this?"
Mm-hmm.
Like that lets me know that you desire my intellect in that area.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or if I say, "Hey, babe, let's do it this way," and you say, "Okay," and just roll with it, means like I'm like, you trust my intellect, you trust my knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
That's big for me. Bro.
Yeah, I definitely feel that.
Like that's. I mean, I just and I'm gonna say it But I would love y'all feedback. How y'all feel about
About
it?
to say something sideways.
No, I'm just. Y'all tell me if it's sideways. But a man really enjoys when his woman listens to him, in the regards of saying like what to do on things.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, hey, nah, don't put that over there. Like, don't put that in there. You need this type of thing. And she like, okay, and she does it, and it's not a, nah, this is the way that I used to do it all the other time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just like there's just something about, my opinion, let me know, that a man really enjoys when a woman listens to what he's saying and that type of direction that's given on things.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. Yeah, it would be weird like if my girl asked me something that had to do with like audio engineering.
Yeah.
And then I tell her, and then she says, I don't think that's right. Well, I went to school for this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just kind of like, yeah, and I do this on an everyday basis.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, why aren't you taking my word for this?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
and I like hearing what I say. I think the difficult part comes in sometimes when two people are coming together, and we all have a way that we used to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And so if they asking you to do something, like, all right, hey, how should I do this? You be like, what do you think about this? And you tell them, well, if I was you, I would do it like this.
Mm-hmm.
But like, no, that ain't, first of all, why did you ask me?
Yeah.
Right.
Real talk.
Hey,
Like,
for real though.
Like, why did you ask? If you already had your set way of doing it, why'd you ask me how I would do it?
And let me just add to that. Like, let's say, you respond how you respond. I think if I was you, I would do it this way. And then she asks you more questions. Not a problem.
Not a problem.
Not a problem at all.
Not a problem.
If she says, why you think we should do it like that? Cool.
Cool.
Because if it's the way that I truly going to do it, or think it should be done, I should be able to explain it.
100%. Yeah.
And if I can't, she has every reason not to be able not to go do it that way.
It's fair. It's fair.
If I can't explain the why.
Yeah. And it's like, give me room to be wrong.
Give me room to be wrong, because I'm not, like, I'm just saying, hey, this is what I think we should do.
Yeah.
Roll with it. You know what I'm saying? And if I'm wrong, like, oh, shoot, that was not the best idea.
Like, your boy, you know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying? But most likely, if a man is suggesting something, it's something that he done did before, seen somebody do it before, or done YouTubed it, the check to make sure. And he's like, okay, yeah, this is how you take this pipe off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I just think, like, I think it goes two ways. I think it really comes to understanding where each other's strengths are.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And being able, but the hard part is when it's something that both of you all are strong at.
Yeah.
That's when they,
not
like
100%.
Like when two people understand each other's strengths, it's kind of easy. Yeah. It's like, hey, you know what? You can take the lead on this, baby girl, because this your area.
Exactly.
Like I don't walk in, like I can cook. I'm cool. I know what I'm doing.
Right.
But so can she. Mm-hmm. And I trust her in that.
Yeah.
So I don't walk in there, even if she's cooking something differently than the way I would do it.
Right.
I'm walking there joint like, hey, nah, you should.
Yeah, you should do it.
You should. I'd be like, listen,
that's real. You got
it. First of all, because I don't even want to do it. So you
right.
you got
do
it.
Whatever you want to.
Right. But, for two people that are sometimes strong in the area and definitely strong-minded, somebody got to take the back seat sometimes.
Yeah, absolutely.
And sometimes, and listen, I understand that in most houses, in most relationships, the man is going to be looked at as the leader, or going to, should carry that role as leading the house. But as the leader, sometimes I feel like as men, we have to know when to take a back seat too.
Absolutely.
Man, if I'm cooking a pot of chili and then I go to put some nutmeg in there or somewhere, like my wife was like, nah, you don't put that in chili. And then I was like, it might taste good. You know what I'm saying? Like no, like I'm going to listen to her.
Right.
I'm still gonna say, nah, don't put that in. And I'm like, oh shoot, thank you. I'm glad I don't want to mess the food up.
Because now, like, I've learned to ask. And what I mean by that, like if she asked me to do something, because before I'd be like, man, I'm just gonna do it however I think to do it, and it's gonna be even if I don't know necessarily exactly how.
Yeah.
But if she be like, well, hey, can you cut this up? How do you want it cut?
Mm-hmm.
like how do you? Why? Because listen, you have a way that you probably wanted when you said, can you cut this in your mind? You had a way that you pictured this being cut. And I'm not that strong on how it's cut because I really don't care. Because of me, sometimes men, we just get in there and just get
it's cut.
It's cut.
Dice the hell up.
It's right, and it's cut. I mean, but sometimes somebody who asking you to do it already have a picture in their mind. And so then when you get to cutting it, they're going to be like, you're doing it wrong. Like, no, I'm doing it different.
Yeah.
So if you got a certain way you want it, but I think that's when you bump the heads mentally. It's when two people are strong in the area and nobody wants to take the back seat.
Yeah. 100%.
And I think as men, and y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, as men, and definitely men that don't have a problem leading, like to lead, sometimes I feel like women have to, again, give us grace for the mistake, to be wrong, and allow that to happen. Because at the ultimate, sometimes as men, we have to make the tough decisions for the house. And you're not going to always agree with that decision.
You're not.
Like you're just not. That's just part of being the leader. Like sometimes you're going to have to make a tough decision that you feel like is best, and everybody ain't going to be on board.
Yeah.
You're going to want everybody on board. Hopefully you're going to try to communicate to get everybody on board, but sometimes they ain't going to get on board. But you still, if in your heart of hearts, feel like, hey, this is the best route to go. Sometimes as a woman, I feel like they have to let that happen. Now, as men, we have to be humble enough that if we tried to do it our way and say, baby, follow me, I got this, and we messed up, and it was the wrong decision to come back like, listen, hey, I know you trusted me to do it my way. This way didn't work. Good, I thought I had it. Obviously, I didn't. Right?
Can you come look at this?
Right.
Humble yourself.
Can you help me out to get this back on the right track?
Yourself.
Why? Because we're a team.
Yeah, 100%.
And that's to me, like, that's the main thing. It's like we are a team, and how much like the things around us will show how effective we are being a team. And that's the relationship. That's like everything that y'all encompass, in my opinion, will show the effectiveness of the team.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If the team is off, things are going to be off.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Because y'all ain't in sync.
And most of the time, it's gonna be looked at as us as the reason it's off because we're the leader.
And I'm gonna tell you the things that just to do a sports analogy, the things that Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce can like look at each other or just kind of know what each other's going to do. That didn't happen year one, play one.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But they're on the same team and they were striving for that. You know what I'm saying? They were striving for that connection and to where it doesn't have to be a lot there.
And I've seen them both take accountability when connection was off.
Yeah. Yeah. So never think that these things like that just happen by happenstance. Yeah, there are going to be times where he may luck up and do something. But when there's a true connection there, when a quarterback has a connection with their receiver, their tight end, you can see it. Like it's there. When you have a true connection with the person you're with, then a lot of things that are hassles aren't really hassles because y'all know each other. Y'all know how to feel each other, how to feed off each other. You know what I'm saying?
True.
I really believe that, and I'll say this, and we can get out of here pretty in a minute. One thing that I have learned, just let it go.
Third time.
And tell me if y'all feel this. Tell me if y'all really feel this. Women, there are very simple ways sometimes to make your man feel wanted and needed and desired. There may be something that you can do, and you can do it well, or you can get it done. And if you simply just, hey, babe, can you come do this for me? and he come and do it, thank you,
Mhm.
babe. I really appreciate that. It really helped me a lot.
Yeah.
It can be simple as opening the jelly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You might be able to get it, but hey, babe, can you come here and open this for me?
Mm-hmm.
That man gonna feel like he didn't conquer the world.
I've said this, bro. Listen, I've said this before. Like, women, sometimes your man wants to save you. Like, let them save the day sometimes.
Listen.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
And listen, and I'm gonna tell you, you don't never gotta tell them, even if you cannot fabricate how much you in danger. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just saying I'm just
Straight up. It may sound a little bit like manipulation, but sometimes you can handle it.
Yeah.
But let the man handle it.
Yeah.
It's fair.
Because we gotta feel it. Like we like to feel like we got this.
Yeah.
Like yup. I showed up. Like man, we tell our homies, man, baby girl was struggling with this.
Yeah.
She was struggling with that jelly.
Yeah, you know, man.
That's hilarious.
I came in the room, grabbed the twisted top right off. Man, it wasn't even nothing. You know what I'm saying? She was happy.
Yeah.
That is not going to be the thing I'm bragging to my friends about.
Hey.
That is not the thing. I'm just keep it
I'm gonna tell y'all.
That is not the thing I'm gonna go to y'all bragging
toughest jar
about.
of jelly in my hands.
Hey, bro, I'm telling you, I have to beat the bottom of it.
You know what I'm
Like,
saying?
hey, but like for real,
Well,
That's hilarious.
And so the last thing, like one thing I want to say is like, and this is like men to women, and I feel like women to men too. Like sometimes there's like Jeff, your person. Like be all about them.
Mm-hmm.
Tell them they look good.
I'm rolling.
But don't tell them they look good. Like tell them like let's go all in on it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, damn, you looking good today. You done got your hair did. You know what I'm saying? The dress looking nice on you, fitting you good. Booty look nice in the dress.
Hey.
Like I'm saying, like, go in, man.
Girl, you can get it right now.
Because the thing of it is, all the things you're saying is true.
100%.
And you feel all those things, but sometimes, and I'm going to tell you, man, life will take the ability to be that way with our significant others.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We worry about too much and we take stuff personal. And it's like, you know, I don't really want to do that. She's in a rush and I don't want to. No, man. Jeff her,
take the time to
Fair.
say it.
Fair.
Don't just think about it, because that's me. I'll think about a lot, but don't say it.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah,
I think about a lot to do and don't do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I you know, just making that
Justifying.
Oh man, I was busy. Oh man, like intentionality is huge.
Yeah.
Before we jump, last thing, right? We're gonna go back to kind of how we started this conversation. Sex may be the bare minimum. That's all you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
But every man wants to feel desire physically as well.
Yes.
How, briefly, quickly, for you, does a woman make a man feel desired physically?
Pull that thing out. No, I'm just. I'm being silly.
I mean, hey,
I didn't say anything against them.
No.
No.
Show it to me.
Stop.
What are y'all doing? I didn't mean to say that. Anyway, let's move on. Answer the question.
B.
But I wasn't wrong. Okay, go for it.
I'm gonna just keep it simple, man. Initiation goes a long way. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, like not having to initiate sex all the time.
Okay.
Initiation definitely goes a long way. Let a nigga know you want it.
Yeah. Okay.
That's all I'm
All
saying.
right, Los, you got to have a different answer, even if initiation is big.
Okay.
Let's give him something different.
My thing is being. I'm trying to say. Okay, so if a woman is really touchy,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying, and I'm not saying sexual touch all the time, but I'm saying if they
You
are
ain't talking about grabbing your nuts.
aggressive.
I ain't saying like
Relax,
grab
woman.
the nuts, you know what I'm saying?
Jeez.
Come on, give me that.
Good
You know what
Lord,
I'm
you
saying?
barbarian, you
But-
Amazon.
I'm saying stuff like
But here you go.
I'm about to tell y'all the undercover, man. I'm about to let you, I'm about to give the women some
man.
game, right?
All right,
right
give it
quick.
to 'em.
Little
I'm
free
gonna give women some
game.
when y'all are somewhere, maybe at the movies or something, or y'all, sit on the couch watching TV and y'all holding hands or something,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes that other hand you kind of do, the place on their other arm, that just that kind of like just a little rub sometime or something like that. Hey,
it's subtle.
I'm gonna tell you. You know what I'm saying? And it's subtle.
Be ready to leave it
but it's just like it's just like a feel good thing.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
It's you know what I'm saying, and it's like, so things like that, man. So being open to that type of like physical touch and us actually like being like having that intimate moment within that, that's when I feel desired.
I'd like
I like it.
Los, you may never like. I'll go to mine, but I'm gonna comment a little bit. Los, hopefully you'll never have to understand this or get this, but B's gonna totally feel me. When if you got a man and his head is bald and it's freshly shaved, and you just rub his head, there is something. I'm telling you.
That's it.
Like when he is freshly saying that thing,
That's
it's
it.
like it is a different feeling. I don't know. B, you feel me? All right. So I'll go to mine. Los, you might
Clap it up for that.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you. Hopefully, I never. I mean,
because you love your hair.
I love my hair, and I would dread that, and there would be literally tears.
Hey, that's hilarious.
And I'm gonna take off work.
Until the hair rub.
I'm gonna take off work.
It'll change everything.
It changed everything. But I'm gonna tell you, hey, you know what I'm saying? When in Rome, you know what I'm saying? I feel it.
When in Rome.
For me though, I'll say for me, and maybe some other men, or you all feel this. Flirt with me.
Oh yeah, 100.
Like
Okay.
learn, like flirt with me, like and I get it. Like every woman ain't good at flirt. Like it ain't every woman's strong suit.
Facts.
Mm-hmm.
That's a true thing. That's a true thing.
But learn how to flirt with your man.
Mm-hmm.
Like it may be in your quirky, goofy, whatever type of way, but I guarantee he'll appreciate it. It can be like, "Hey, you smell good today."
yeah.
Like, all right, cool, thank you. Like
Yeah.
anything. Like you may not. It may sound corny coming
I see you out
from
there
you.
cutting that grass.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I see you out there cutting the grass.
I like you. Like the way you put them stripes in that grass.
Yeah.
Like, come on in this house.
yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
rolling.
Like just flirt with your man. And because guess what? Other women gonna try to. And that's not giving a pass for that man to respond to the flirting.
Mhm.
Let me say that. If you're not flirting, then don't give him a pass to flirt with him.
Yeah, send him a flirty text. Or
Yeah,
something.
well, send him a flirty text
Oh, yeah,
or
word.
something like that. Because just like a man gonna pump your gas just because if he don't, somebody else gonna try to do it.
Yeah.
Right? So, but flirt, like do that. Like that flirtation, like is big
Yeah.
for me.
Totally agree.
Like it just makes you feel desired,
Mm-hmm.
and it takes you back to probably how y'all felt when y'all were dating.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Real talk. And I'm gonna say this, man. Hey man, be careful. I know you kind of hinted to it or something. Hey man, be careful who face you in. That's not your significant other. Like, really be careful about that.
I feel that.
Because you in people's faces, man, and you loving how they like you being in their face, but not knowing what they're desiring is what they're getting from you is what they want from you. You know what I'm saying? The person that you are with, they are taking everything you give them. That person, they don't have all of you. They're happy with that piece of you. And sometimes you smile on these people's faces, man, and we all cheery with them, you know, because we're getting something that we feel is met, but it's like it's a facade. You know what I'm saying? So be careful who face you in. Be careful how you talk, like what you talk about with other people, man, because those are type of things that hinders the desiredness in the household.
Yeah, if your desires are not getting met in your home, have a conversation in your home
Yes.
instead of going to seek those desires from somewhere else.
True.
Like, yeah, don't do that. But yeah, man, I like it.
Good job,
Yeah,
guys.
That was good stuff.
Oh, it's pretty loud there.
It was.
Yeah.
We're out.
Like, comment, share,
Subscribe.
subscribe, thumbs up, say hi to us in the comments, and I will say hi bye. Sometimes.
Yeah.
No.
Deuces.
Yeah.
Say hi.